Hello friends! Welcome to day 8 of our 12 days of Treatsmas. Now for today's recipe, I have a nice fun and pretty easy one for you guys to throw together. This is great for taking to parties or family gatherings, something that you just want kind of a snack versus an actual dessert like what we've been making. That snack is Chex Mix. Today's particular flavor we're making is a cinnamon sugar Chex Mix. This one is usually a fairly easy crowd pleaser. It's sweet but not too much, and then also you get a little salty in there because we're adding some pretzels into it. So it's that perfect combination. Now to get started on that, we're going to need 5 cups of Chex, 3 cups of Corn Flakes, about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of pecans. You can do toasted or just untoasted. About 2 cups, if not a little bit more if you prefer, of mini pretzels. Then we're going to need 1/4 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of butter, and then 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. You can do a little bit less of cinnamon if you want. I just like a lot. Now this makes a big batch here, probably about 11 to 12 cups worth. So I will leave a halved version of this recipe in the description below for you guys if you don't want to make so much Chex Mix. Now let's get started on making this stuff, shall we? Let's start out by grabbing a large bowl and add in our 5 cups of Chex. Feel free to get creative and use different flavors of Chex such as corn or wheat. I'm currently using rice Chex. Next, we're going to add in our 3 cups of Corn Flakes, or you can get creative and use other cereals such as Cheerios or Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then we're going to add in 1.5 to 2 cups of pecans or walnuts, 2 cups of mini pretzels. I got a little greedy and added more like 3 cups. And then you can give this a good gentle stir so that you don't break the cereal, but everything gets mixed together. Next, we're going to make our cinnamon coating by adding 1/2 cup of butter to a microwave-safe bowl. We're going to microwave this for about 30 seconds to a minute to melt the butter completely. Then we're going to add in 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and then 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. You can do more or less just depending on how strong of a cinnamon flavor that you want. And then we're going to stir that up well, trying to get everything blended together and the sugar melted. We're also going to microwave this for 30 seconds more to help melt the sugar. Then we're going to grab a large cookie sheet lined with parchment paper or a silicone baking mat, and you can dump your Chex Mix onto that. Alternately, you can leave your Chex Mix in the large bowl because our next step here is to add the cinnamon coating to the Chex Mix. I didn't think ahead and I added the coating over the Chex Mix while on the cookie sheets. But you might find it's easier to add the cinnamon coating while the Chex Mix is still in a bowl. Because as you see here, when it's about time to mix, it's kind of messy. Once you add the cinnamon coating onto your Chex Mix, you're going to mix it together so that every little bits and piece gets coated. And if you're like me and you do an oopsie, you can just add it to the bowl and then dump it back on the pans. Then I'm going to sprinkle with a bit more cinnamon sugar, which is just 1/2 cup of sugar to 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. Bake this at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for 30 to 45 minutes. And here we have it. Our cinnamon sugar Chex Mix is all done. I got it packed away in this cute little to-go box that I found at Walmart. So now it's ready to share with friends and family. But I'm happy with how this turned out. Just a note, this cinnamon sugar Chex Mix isn't overly sweet. So if you want one that's tossed in more cinnamon sugar, like a churro type sweetness, then go ahead and add a little extra butter and cinnamon sugar mixture to this. Or you can just sprinkle on, like what I did, sprinkle on extra cinnamon sugar before you bake it, and just give it a good toss. But play with this, make it suit your preference. But for me, it's perfect. There's that little bit of sweetness and cinnamon sugar as I talk with my mouth full. But you have the saltiness from the pretzel. Also, you get little golden nuggets like this one that has a little extra of the cinnamon sugar coating on it. And it's like finding treasure. It's so good. But like I said, go ahead and customize this recipe to suit your preference. Add more cinnamon sugar, or you can substitute some of the cereals out for what you prefer. Substitute the corn flakes out for like frosted flakes or cinnamon toast crunch. Use different varieties of Chex. Have fun and play with it. Also, you can add white chocolate chips or M&Ms to this after it's cooled a bit. And then you have even more sweetness and numminess to enjoy with it. But I hope you guys have fun making this. Make it suit your taste. Let me know in the comments below how it turned out for you and what creative things you added to it. And also remember, please be good to yourselves, be good to each other. And I look forward to cooking with you again on day 9 of the 12 days of Treatsmas. Bye guys!